What if I told you that the healthy eggs you're eating every morning could actually be causing silent damage to your heart, muscles, and brain? It sounds crazy, right? But here's the shocking truth. 93% of seniors are making at least one critical mistake with their eggs that turns this superfood into a hidden health threat. I discovered this the hard way. When my own father turned 65, his doctor was baffled by his declining health markers despite his perfect diet, until we realized how he was preparing his eggs was literally poisoning him from the inside. The transformation when he fixed these mistakes? His energy doubled in just 17 days. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the 4 biggest egg mistakes that are robbing you of energy, threatening your independence, and accelerating aging. Mistakes that most doctors won't even tell you about. And at the end, I'll share the simple 30-second morning routine that has helped thousands of my clients transform their health. But first, a quick warning. What I'm about to share might contradict everything you've been told about healthy eating after 60. Some of this information shocked even me, and I've been studying nutrition for over 15 years. Let me ask you something personal. Have you noticed yourself feeling more tired lately? Maybe your muscles don't recover like they used to, or your doctor has mentioned concerns about your heart health. If so, pay very close attention, because the way you're eating eggs might be the hidden culprit. The real truth about eggs and aging. Before we dive into the mistakes, let's set the record straight. Eggs aren't just food. They're literally designed by nature to create life. They contain virtually every nutrient needed to transform a single cell into a living, breathing creature. That's powerful. When eaten correctly, eggs can be your secret weapon for maintaining strength, mental sharpness, and vitality as you age. They're packed with muscle-building protein, brain-boosting choline, vision-protecting antioxidants, and rare nutrients like vitamin D that become even more critical after 60. But here's where things get interesting and a bit scary. The way most seniors prepare and eat eggs completely transforms their chemical structure, turning them from healing medicine into subtle poison. And the worst part? You'd never know it's happening until it's too late. Stick with me, because I'm about to show you exactly how to avoid these mistakes and use eggs to feel younger, stronger, and more energetic than you have in years. And trust me, mistake number 3 shocked even my most health-conscious clients. Mistake number 1. Overcooking your eggs, the silent nutrient killer. Picture this. It's morning, and you're cooking eggs the way you've done for decades, frying them until the edges are crispy brown or boiling them until the yolk is completely firm and powdery. Here's what you don't see happening. As those eggs sizzle away, something sinister is occurring at the molecular level. The delicate nutrients you desperately need are literally vanishing into thin air. When Maria, one of my 72-year-old clients, came to me with unexplained fatigue and muscle weakness, her lab showed severe deficiencies in vitamin D, B12, and several antioxidants, despite eating eggs every single day. The culprit? She was dramatically overcooking them. Here's the science. At temperatures above 170 degrees Fahrenheit, which happens quickly in a hot pan, the cholesterol molecules in egg yolks begin to oxidize. Unlike the natural cholesterol in properly cooked eggs that supports hormone production and cell health, oxidized cholesterol behaves like a microscopic shard of glass in your bloodstream. These oxidized particles scratch and damage your arterial walls, creating inflammation and restricting blood flow to your muscles and brain. For anyone over 60, this is a recipe for muscle weakness and poor recovery after simple activities, foggy thinking and memory lapses, reduced circulation, especially in your legs and feet, and increased risk of heart problems and stroke. But that's not all. Overcooking also destroys up to 60% of the egg's vitamin A, 30% of its vitamin D, and critical B vitamins your aging body desperately needs for energy production. The solution is surprisingly simple. Cook your eggs gently. Aim for soft-boiled, where the whites are set but the yolk remains slightly runny, poached, or lightly scrambled eggs on medium-low heat. This preserves the delicate nutrient structure while still being perfectly safe to eat. Remember what happened to Maria? After switching to gentle cooking methods, her energy levels improved within just 2 weeks, and blood tests showed significant improvements in her vitamin D and B12 levels after 1 month. All from this one simple change. But wait until you hear about mistake number 2. It might be even more dangerous. Mistake number 2. Using the wrong cooking oils, the hidden heart saboteur. Let me tell you about James, a 68-year-old former marathon runner who couldn't understand why his heart health was declining despite his healthy diet of egg whites fried in vegetable oil. What his doctor never told him was that the oil he was using was doing more damage than a plate of cookies would have. Here's why this matters so much, especially after 60. Those seemingly innocent bottles of vegetable oil, canola oil, or heart-healthy sprays in your kitchen are hiding a dangerous secret. When heated to high temperatures, like when frying eggs, these polyunsaturated oils break down into compounds that trigger massive inflammation throughout your body. Think of it like this. Your arteries are like the plumbing in your house. Inflammation from damaged oils is like pouring concrete down the drain. It doesn't block things immediately, but over time, the buildup narrows your pipes until water can barely flow. For your body, this means stiffening arteries that can't deliver oxygen efficiently, higher blood pressure despite medications, chronic, low-grade inflammation that makes your joints ache, and damaged mitochondria, your cellular batteries, leading to fatigue. What makes this especially dangerous for seniors is that the damage happens silently over months and years. You won't feel it happening, but your body is struggling more with each meal. The simple fix? Switch to stable fats that don't oxidize under heat. Options like extra virgin olive oil for low to medium heat cooking, avocado oil, great for higher heat, grass-fed butter or ghee, delicious and nutritionally superior, and coconut oil, especially good if you're watching your weight. When James switched from vegetable oil to olive oil and ghee, his doctor was shocked at his next checkup. His inflammation markers had dropped by 40%, and his blood pressure was the lowest it had been in 5 years. All from changing the fat he cooked his eggs in. But before you rush to try this, you need to know about mistake number 3, because it involves something you've probably been told to do your entire life. Mistake number 3, throwing away the yolk, the biggest nutrition mistake. For decades, well-meaning doctors told seniors to avoid egg yolks and stick to egg whites to protect their heart health. It might be the most devastating nutritional advice ever given. Helen, an active 75-year-old, followed this advice religiously for 15 years. She ate egg white omelets every morning, thinking she was doing everything right. But year after year, her memory declined, her muscles weakened, and her energy plummeted, despite following her doctor's orders perfectly. Why? Because the egg white is the wrong part to keep. The yolk contains virtually all of the egg's life-supporting nutrients. Throwing it away is like buying an expensive multivitamin and tossing the pills while keeping the bottle. Here's what you're literally throwing in the trash when you discard the yolk. Choline, a brain nutrient that 90% of seniors are deficient in, crucial for memory and preventing cognitive decline. Vitamin D, essential for immune function, bone health, and mood regulation, and nearly impossible to get enough of from other foods. Lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that protect your eyes from macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in seniors. Vitamin B12, critical for nerve function and energy production, which becomes harder to absorb as you age, and essential fatty acids, the building blocks for hormone production and cellular repair. But what about cholesterol? Here's the twist that changed everything. Multiple large-scale studies have now proven that the cholesterol in egg yolks doesn't raise blood cholesterol in the vast majority of people. In fact, it often improves your cholesterol profile by raising protective HDL levels. The real culprits behind heart disease? Inflammation, oxidized cholesterol from overcooking, and damaged fats from the wrong oils. The very things we covered in mistakes number 1 and number 2. When Helen started eating whole eggs, yolks and all, the transformation was remarkable. Within just 30 days, her energy had improved, her memory was sharper, and blood tests showed dramatic improvements in her vitamin D and B12 levels. By month 3, she told me she felt 10 years younger. But there's one more critical mistake that might be affecting you right now. Mistake number 4, relying on processed egg products, the convenience trap. In our busy world, those convenient cartons of liquid egg products, pre-made egg sandwiches, or powdered egg substitutes seem like smart time savers. But for seniors, they might be one of the most dangerous convenience foods out there. Take Robert, a 70-year-old widower who relied heavily on pre-made egg products after his wife passed away. Despite thinking he was eating healthfully, his inflammation levels soared, his blood pressure became unmanageable, and his doctor was considering putting him on 3 new medications. The problem? Processed egg products are often nutrition imposters, stripped of vital nutrients and packed with harmful additives. Excessive sodium that can raise blood pressure and strain your heart. Chemical preservatives that tax your liver and kidneys, which already work less efficiently after 60. Stabilizers and gums that can trigger digestive distress and inflammation. And artificial flavors and colors linked to brain fog and cognitive issues. Even worse, many processed egg products have had their natural fats removed or altered, eliminating the very compounds that make eggs beneficial for aging brains and bodies in the first place. But the hidden danger goes beyond what's added. It's also what's missing. Processing destroys delicate nutrients like vitamin D and choline, precisely the compounds that make eggs so valuable for seniors in the first place. Think about it this way. Would you rather take medicine that's full strength or diluted to 10% with unknown chemicals added? That's the difference between real eggs and processed egg products. The solution is simple but powerful. Choose real, whole eggs whenever possible. If convenience is important, you can easily hard-boil a batch of eggs on Sunday to have quick, grab-and-go protein all week. Or spend just 3 minutes in the morning preparing fresh eggs. I promise, your body will thank you with better energy, clearer thinking, and improved strength. When Robert switched from processed egg products to real eggs, his doctor was stunned. Within just 2 months, his inflammation markers normalized, his blood pressure stabilized, and he was able to avoid additional medications entirely. The egg transformation, my simple 3-step solution. Now that you know the 4 critical mistakes, let me share the simple egg protocol that's helped thousands of my senior clients reclaim their energy, strength, and vitality. This isn't complicated or expensive. It's just about working with your body's natural needs after 60. Number 1. The perfect cook. Prepare your eggs gently, soft-boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled over medium-low heat using healthy fats like olive oil or ghee. This preserves nutrients while preventing oxidation. Number 2. The complete package. Always eat the whole egg, especially the nutrient-rich yolk. If cholesterol is a concern, talk to your doctor about testing your actual response. Most people see improved markers when eating whole eggs properly. Number 3. The quality upgrade. When possible, choose pasture-raised eggs. They contain up to 4x more vitamin D and omega-3s than conventional eggs. The color difference in the yolks alone will show you the nutritional difference. Does this really work? Let me tell you about Patricia, a 77-year-old grandmother who could barely climb stairs or play with her grandchildren due to fatigue and muscle weakness. After implementing these exact egg strategies, she called me in tears after just 3 weeks. For the first time in years, she told me, I chased my grandchildren around the yard. I didn't just watch from the sidelines. I played with them. Imagine what that kind of transformation could mean for your life. The ability to travel again, to garden without exhaustion, to enjoy walks with friends, or simply to feel like yourself again. Your next steps, the 30-day Egg Revival Challenge. I've shared a lot of information today, but knowledge only becomes power when you take action. So here's what I want you to do. For the next 30 days, implement these egg strategies exactly as I've outlined. Pay particular attention to cooking temperature, oils used, eating the whole egg, and avoiding processed versions. Many of my clients notice improvements in energy within just 7 days, with significant changes in strength, mental clarity, and overall wellness by day 30. If you found this information helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss my next video on the 5 critical nutrients seniors need but almost never get enough of. Hint: most multivitamins completely miss these. And I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite way to enjoy eggs now that you know the healthiest preparation methods? Share in the comments below, and you might help another person transform their health too. Remember, aging doesn't have to mean declining. With the right knowledge and simple adjustments, you can feel better tomorrow than you did today. Here's to your health and vitality. Stay strong, stay informed, and keep thriving.